Good evening, Trojan fans. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is loud in here inside the Slater Family Ice Arena as we see the Philly Trojans take the ice for, one of the bigger regular season games for the Philly Trojans that I can remember anyway, and at least for the last few years. What we've got here is your number 10 ranked in the state, Findlay Trojans, currently sitting number 1 in the Northwest Hockey Conference. About to take on the number 6 state-ranked Bowling Green Bobcats, sitting at number 2 in the conference. This is always a rivalry worth paying attention to, and tonight the stakes are high. We're only a couple of weeks out from the beginning of the state tournament and only a few days out from the reveal of the bracket, so this game, it's going to mean a lot in the standings for the conference, and it could have some impact on the bracket as well, as St. Francis, Findlay, and Bowling Green are guaranteed to finish in the top 3 and be among those top 3 seeds. We do not yet know the order of those 3. A win tonight for Findlay would go a long way in putting them on that top line, which would be fantastic going into the tournament. The way this bracket usually shakes out, or is going to shake out this year, the team that gets the first pick may have the opportunity to avoid seeing one of those other 2 teams until the championship, regional championship. So all 3 of those teams wanting to try to grab that top seed. We have some stats for you. Bowling Green coming in, like I said, ranked number 6 in the state. A great record overall, 23 wins, 6 losses, 2 ties. They are on a 17-game lossless streak, we'll say. There's been a tie or 2 in there, but unbeaten streak, we'll say. 17-game unbeaten streak for the Bowling Green Bobcats. Their last loss way back on December 15th, 2-1 to St. Francis here at Slater. In that time, they've been rolling all over people. Now, to be fair, haven't had the hardest schedule in the world. If you look at the ratings on myhockeyrankings.com, their overall schedule, the lightest schedule in the top 10 in the state, but they have been beating up on teams they should have been beating up on. A couple of good wins in there over some solid teams. Findlay, on the other hand, been playing a brutal schedule and pulling out some good wins and suffering a couple losses that they really would like to have back. The one they'd like to have back most is probably that one a couple of weeks ago against Sylvania Northview at the Cube. That's the one that made this game a little bit more crucial for the Trojans in terms of the conference standings. But if you look toward the bottom of your screen, you'll see all the kids in blue. That's the Findlay High School student section, the Blue Crew. Here, good turnout tonight. And then if we look to the right here, you'll see all the folks in white over there. That's the Bowling Green student section. So it's going to be loud in here. Findlay, though, if you kind of look, a great turnout here tonight at Slater. We got this whole side of the ice filled up all the way down to the bottom. So always exciting and should be even more exciting tonight. Last time these 2 teams played was back on December 22nd, very early in that unbeaten streak for the Bobcats. Bobcats beat Findlay 4-2 at the Cube. Not to make excuses, it was really more of a 3-2 win. Trojans pulled the goalie in the last minute, and Bobcats were able to get an empty netter to make it 4-2. So win by a goal or two. It was a close game throughout, certainly, as most of Findlay's games have been, win or lose. And I would expect nothing different here tonight. Trojans coming in only giving up 2.5 goals a game. Scoring 2.5 goals a game, only allowing 1.8 goals a game. Bobcats scoring 4 goals a game, allowing 2 goals a game. So when you look at these Bobcats, what you'll see is a very high-powered offensive attack. This first line for the Bobcats is as dangerous as any line you'll see anywhere. Rhett Winger, Tanner Amos, those guys can really score on anybody. The Trojans, as you know if you've been watching, they are very strong defensively for senior defenseman and the senior goalie, Seth Russell. They do not allow a lot of goals, and they don't allow a lot of shots, and they especially don't allow a lot of high-quality shots. So, contrast in styles here. Trojans looking to play kind of a grinding defensive game. Bobcats looking to score early and often. Not to say that the Bobcats don't have solid defense of their own. They got a pair of senior goalies, Matt Brinkman, Cade Contras, both of them very skilled players, very experienced players, and make an argument to be up there among the best goalies in the conference for sure. They've been splitting time this year. Do not know which one is going to be in the net tonight for the Bobcats, and then a couple of strong defensive players as well for the Bobcats. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. I'm nervous. That kid's not even playing. He's going to be on the bench. If my kid ends up playing, then we're in trouble, not because he's bad, but just because that means something happened to Russell, and we don't want that. So, got about 2.5 minutes to go before we drop the puck on this one. Looking out on the ice, it looks like I don't see anybody missing for the Trojans. Looks like Jaron Clark will be on the ice. Usually a JV player. He's been bumped up to varsity these last 2-3 games for the Trojans. Having a good run. Who else we got out there? We have Draven Wilson back. The last time Findlay and Bowling Green played, Wilson was out. So that's always a guy that you want on the ice for you if you're the Trojans. The chip drill you see there with Russell in the net. See AJ Savage taking shots to the Trojans. Trojans typically pull up 2 junior varsity players. Looks like they pulled up 1 this game, so slightly shorter bench for the Trojans. That might imply that coaching staff for the Trojans is looking to ride their horses, as it were. Maybe longer shifts, or at least rapid shifts among the same few lines. I do not see Hayden Giroux. I don't see Brady Larrywell or Jackson Fleckner. If the drill that the Bobcats are doing is to be any indication, it looks like we might be seeing Cade Contras in the net tonight for the Bobcats. All right, we got a Findlay High School alum, goaltender extraordinaire, Tim Whitehead, current Bowling Green State University ACHA goaltender, Tim Whitehead, watching from the Walleye game. Cheering on the Trojans. I expect a good game. There's a lot of contingencies that go into this one in terms of conference title, but suffice to say, the Trojans need this win if they want any hope at winning the conference title. If they win this one, then they need Bowling Green to turn around and beat St. Francis next week, but that's cart before the horse. Trojans currently sitting on top of the NHE standings with 17 points. St. Francis and Bowling Green tied right behind them with 16 points, but each with a game in hand on the Trojans. The new overtime and shootout rules has really done a number on the standings this year. We'll get more into that later, but it's very possible that the Trojans and the Knights of St. Francis end up with the same conference record, and Findlay with 2 wins over the Knights and still lose the conference. All right, we're going to take a look at our starting lineups now. PA announcers asking the Trojans, it looks like, to return to the bench. Looks like they're going to do some sort of presentation. Is it senior night? Seems unexpected. It's mind games. I really do think it's mind games. I'm not.
It's time to present the Bowling Green Hockey Association's
Distinguished Service Award for the Bowling Green Youth Hockey Association.
Bowling Green Youth Hockey Association Distinguished Service Award and annually to the person or persons that have shown any
The Findlay student section booing this decision. PA is asking for quiet. That's not a good idea.
Award recipients and administrators, board members, coaches, volunteers, and businesses all demonstrating a willingness to do whatever it takes to promote and develop youth hockey in Bowling Green. We are proud to announce that this year's recipient of the Distinguished Service Award is Coach Jamie Webb.
So apparently Finley not aware that BG is going to present an award to the youth coach tonight.
Beginning as a minute player and graduating in 2008, Jamie has continued with his time, energy, and efforts to grow his skills, confidence, and most importantly, very into his competence. Jamie has been instrumental in helping the Bowling Green Hockey Association and their athletes.
Oh, we have another person getting another award.
Coach Webb has also taken the lead on referee development, giving our young players the opportunity to advance their knowledge of sport, continuing to grow a lifelong love for hockey, a core value in Bowling Green Hockey's mission. As the current coach of the FHS Junior Varsity team, Jamie's Bowling Green Hockey career is coming to a close.
A ceremonial puck drop here between Finley captain Nate Riegel and Casey Moore, captain for the Bobcats.
He has been an invaluable member of our administration, and the Bowling Green Hockey Association wishes him well in his next adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, please the real to the 2024
Right now, it looks like we're getting ready to start the player introductions.
And now, we are starting
After the spontaneous award ceremony.
for tonight's game between the Findlay Trojans and the Bowling Green Hockey. Special thanks to those giveaway sponsor, who is Elmar Property Management. Thank you for your valued support, Elmar Property Management. Now, for the visiting Trojans, in goal, number 1, Seth Russell.
So starting out in goal, number 1, senior goalie Seth Russell. Fantastic year so far for the big guy.
Number 5, Nate Riegel.
Nate Riegel starting on defense, senior defenseman.
Number 8, Cole Phillips.
Colt Phillips starting on the other side, another senior for the Trojans.
Number 19, Noah Sherko.
Noah Shramko, the only senior forward on the team.
Also forward, number 23, Colin Somerville.
Colin Somerville, the sophomore, getting the start.
And number 31, Raven Wilson.
Raven Wilson starting beside him. So it looks like Somerville, Shramko, Somerville, Wilson line. out for the Trojans to get it started. Bowling Green starters, we'll see. Does look like Contras is going to be in goal.
One Bowling Green could not get better, and Bowling Green Steelers is selected and recognized as the future Bobcat of the game.
Oh, I got a future Bobcat of the game.
Today's future Bobcat currently plays for the Bowling Green Youth Hockey Mini Mike Blackhawks. She's 7 years old and attends the second grade at St. Andrews. Her favorite team is the BGS Youth Falcons and is excited to cheer on our Bobcats. Please welcome future Bobcat, Arabella Lacey.
Future Bobcat of the game, 7-year-old Erica coming out. Finley crowd does their back turned to the kid.
The Bowling Green Bobcats. In goal, number 1,
Katie Contra, senior goalie, starting for the Bobcats.
Standing on the blue line, number 9,
Drake Joseph, another senior, starting for the Bobcats.
His partner on defense, number 18,
Braden Loomis getting the start, the big senior defenseman for the Bobcats. He scored the game-winning goal in overtime against the Trojans last year in the state tournament to knock Finley out. That was brutal.
Number 21,
Hayden Joseph also starting. Rhett Winger, number 21.
And number 24,
Tanner Amos. That Joseph Amos winger line, extremely dangerous. Expect to see them on the ice pretty much the whole game. Bowling Green doesn't play a very deep bench. The Finley Blue Crew singing the national anthem along with the music. Finley Trojan student section on the national anthem there. Lost the rhythm a little bit. It happens. All right, getting ready to drop the puck here. The atmosphere here is exciting. Got a full house here on the visitor side for the Trojans right in front of us, as you'll see. Crowd goes pretty deep, and then far side, that's the Bowling Green side, you'll see also pretty full. Should be a good one. All right, we're lining up. Looks like the opening faceoff is going to be Somerville and Rhett Winger lined up. Both student sections loud and jumping up and down. Battle of a couple top 10 Ohio hockey clubs here. Arch rivals. Few state championships between them. And we are off. Bowling Green in the white on white. Finley with the blue on blue. And we are off and running. Winger makes a nice move. Somerville almost had the steal. It's being contested in the neutral zone. Hope Phillips picking it up, sending it over to Regal. Regal goes hard for Somerville at center ice. Dump down, Drake Joseph on the puck, sends it around. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. Neutral zone, that's Nate Regal. Turns and dumps it, but stopped by Joseph and sent the other way. AJ Savage in the corner. Up the boards to Connor Stearns. And we have a whistle. Looks like puck might be out of play. We will face off just outside the Bowling Green zone. Sam Swisher in on the face-off for the Trojans, lined up against Hayden Fox. Puck up and out. We'll face off again. This time we're going to face off at center ice after the puck goes up and into the Bowling Green bench. Sam Swisher in on the face-off again. Hayden Fox lined up on the, excuse me, not Fox. That was JT Webb lined up for the Bobcats. Casey Moore on the puck. Shot goes just wide, and Contras knocks it in himself. Trojans take a 1-0 lead. I don't know see who put that in. Kate Contras settle it up. Simon Tanner knocks it in of the assist from Savage, and the Trojans go up early, 1-0. It has gotten very loud in here. I was not expecting a shot there, and I don't think Contras was either. Wow. Looks like the goalie got taken by surprise just a little bit, scrambled a bit, and ended up going off Contras' stick and into the back of the net. Trojans take a 1-0 lead early. Simon Tanner with the goal. Nathan Marshall on the faceoff now for the Trojans. Puck on the far side. All right, taking it back there, awarding the goal to Savage. So either way, Savage involved in the play. Award the goal to AJ Savage. Big hit on the far side by Noah Schramko, and now Draven Wilson pushing into the offensive zone for the Trojans. He shoots, save made by Contras, puck up high to the near corner. Right to the middle, Regal takes a shot, save made by Contras. What a shot. And now Noah Schramko takes a look. He shoots a little wide. Comes to the near side, picked up in the neutral zone. To the back corner, that's Ryan Moss on the puck for the Trojans off the stick of Draven Wilson. Bobcats send it back the other way, bounces toward Russell to the stick of Regal. Sends it up the far side. Drake Joseph going cross ice with it. Moss picking it up in the Trojan end. Off the boards, comes out, I believe that was Somerville. Oh, Wilson had a look, but called back to the bench. Now the Bobcats picking it up in their own ends. Oh, from his rear end, AJ Savage, the stick check there. Russell now having to play it against the backboard. Sorry for the camera work there. Sam Swisher takes a big hit against the boards. That's going to be icing. And we will bring it back. A lot of action to start this one. They haven't put Finley's goal on the board, but Trojans are up 1-0. It is a goal. The PA announced it, so just an error on the scorekeeper's part. Sam Swisher on the faceoff for the Trojans. Whistled dead quickly. Face-off on the Trojan end. It's JT Webb lined up against Sam Swisher. That shot high and wide, picked up by Savage behind the net and back out to the point. Fight in the near corner. Looks like Bobcats come out with it. Sent it to the point. Shot and saved by Russell. And now Simon Tanner up to Swisher. Swisher's entry attempt was blocked, and now Bobcats going to bring it back the other way. AJ Savage turns it around. Bobcats pick it up in their own zone and bring it uncontested through the neutral zone. Drake Joseph's shot goes deflected high. Collision here on the near side. Draven Wilson on the puck. He's got to circle it back. On the far side is Savage. Savage puts it toward the net from deep. Contra sends it to the corner. Noah Shramko there for the Trojans. Now Somerville turns and shoots. Goes wide. Picked up on the side by Regal. Puck's bouncing around, and Contras makes the cover. One thing to look for in this game is whenever these two teams play, you do almost inevitably see penalties get more as the game goes on. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few punches thrown, and often it's the team that's able to keep their head that benefits in that situation. So as you can see, Noah Shramko kind of hacking at the puck a little bit after the Contras cover, and Bowling Green pushing him back. Just keep an eye on situations like that. Swisher now on the faceoff. Moore sending it around the boards for the Bobcats. Tanner Amos into the neutral zone. Caleb Halbert steals away from Winger. Now Regal finds Halbert. Halbert to the near side, but that was Hayden Joseph got a stick on it for the Bobcats. Bobcats back at their own blue line. Across to Cash Wisniewski. Sends it far side for Hayden Joseph. Joseph back to Wisniewski. Nice touch pass from Winger, but back into the neutral zone. Tanner Amos on the puck now for the Bobcats. Over to Wisniewski. Shot coming in from deep. Picked up by Russell. He couldn't rein it in. Back out to the middle. Another shot. That one deflected away by Somerville. Puck in the far corner. Brought out by the Bobcats. Trojans managed to knock him down and send the puck into the neutral zone. That was Regal. Caleb Halbert now in the defensive zone for the Trojans. Into the neutral zone, but that was picked up by Amos and sent to the corner. Halbert on the puck again. Bobcats made a change. Board battle there. Sent to the neutral zone by Halbert. Nathan Marshall on the puck, but sent back in by the Bobcats. That one. Russell gets a stick on and makes the cover. 9:22 to go in the first period. Trojans are up 1 off a bizarre goal by AJ Savage. Got a face-off in the defensive zone. Nathan Marshall on the puck for the Trojans. Colby Joseph for the Bobcats. Puck up high. Jaron Clark got a glove on it. Colt Phillips sending that one to the boards. Nathan Marshall pinning the Bobcat against the board, and AJ Savage finding Colt Phillips, and then back to Savage. Savage takes a look and sends it toward the corner. We're going to maybe see an icing here. Yep, and we do. Just a bit too quick for Caden Weasel to catch up to. We'll come all the way back and face off again. This time, looks like it's going to be Swisher on the draw. Bobcats from the point. Shot coming in from Drake Joseph. Wide. Puck battle right in front of the Finley bench. Simon Tanner picking it up at center ice. Gets it poked away. Bobcats sending the puck back into the neutral zone. That's going to bounce around. Bobcats going to have to get that one. Finley offside. Good deflection off the skate of Tanner. And then Swisher sends it to the corner. Joseph on the puck, pursued by Swisher. Bobcats still in possession. Able to exit the zone, but that's going to be icing going the other way. We'll go down to the Bobcat end of things. Colin Somerville in on the draw for the Trojans. Rhett Winger for the Bobcats. Puck behind the BG nets. Wisniewski to the corner. Into the neutral zone. That's Tanner Amos. Amos, a dangerous shooter. Russell goes back to play the puck. Gets past him and around. Puck now tied up in the corner. A couple of Bobcats and a couple of Trojans. Looks like it's coming out the Bobcats' way. We got a wide open shooter here. Top of the circle shoots. It goes wide. Winger picks it up near the near boards. Takes a big hit. Now puck out to the point. Makes a nice move around Wilson. High slot shot. Bouncing around. Russell. Wow. Seth Russell with a heck of a save there. It got past him initially, and then he threw himself backwards and made the cover in the crease. Knocked the net off in the process. And then a little scuffle afterward. Great save by Russell. And really the whole Findlay defense there conspiring to keep the puck out of the net, but Russell able to throw himself backward and cover that one up. 7:41 to go in the first period. We're facing off in the Findlay end. Sam Swisher on the puck. Around the boards to Simon Tanner. His exit attempt is broken up. Puck up and out of play by the Bobcats. We'll face off again in the Trojan zone. Swisher again. Winger lined up for the Bobcats. Winger picks it up behind the net. Stolen away by Phillips. Phillips trying to send it out, but Bobcats pick it up the point now. Side of the circle is Winger behind the net. Phillips reaches in. Puck still in Bobcat possession right in front of us here. Phillips with a good stick check. Bobcats with some good stick work. Doing a lot of play behind the red line here are the Bobcats. As Sam Swisher pushes Winger into the referee. Puck comes out. Winger is on it for the Bobcats. Sent up to the far point. Shot gets tipped. It's in the slot. Sam Swisher tries to clear it out. Goes up high off, looked like off the top of the glass, but no whistle. Nate Regal now, though. Oh, nice pass from Regal to Simon Tanner, but goes off his stick. Trojans will change. That pass intercepted by Regal. He sends it off the boards, picked up by Hobart. Puck in the far corner. Out to the point. That's Regal. His shot deflected. Marshall getting in there. Sends it out to the side for Weasel. To the near side. Nathan Marshall got a stick on it. Looks like still in the zone for the moment. Nope, we're in the neutral zone now, right in front of the Bowling Green bench. Centered. Caden Weasel got a stick on it. Trojans changing out. Bobcats pick up possession in their own side. And then a huge hit. And we have some gamesmanship on the far side there as Colby Joseph took a big hit from Savage and then kind of figure four leg locked him a little bit. A lot of physical play here for both sides. Puck in front of the Findlay bench and turned around. So we have a whistle. We'll see what it's for. Could be any number of things. We are going to face off in the Bobcat zone. Not certain what the call is. Looks like no penalty, so potentially just an out of play. Simon Tanner in front of the goal, backhand, save made. Oh, what a save by Contras. Net is off. Good shot there by Tanner, and Contras had to make a couple of saves on that one. Tanner picked up the puck right in front of the net and had to get something off quickly. He did, well aimed, and almost had another bouncer into the back of the net. Sam Swisher on the faceoff now for the Trojans. Bobcats on the run. That's Rhett Winger up the far side. Finally stolen away by Connor Stern. Stern sending it out of the zone. Offside called. Apparently we have a St. John's student in the Findlay crowd. Findlay crowd not happy about it. Seems to be a loving cheer, maybe. Despite the language, Colin Somerville on the face-off for the Trojans. Back to center ice. Sent deep and stopped by Russell. He hands it off to Wilson. Wilson under a lot of pressure. Sends it up, but Bowling Green picks it up from the blue line. That one blocked by Savage. Bowling Green still with a chance here. Puck going around the far side. Looks like Savage can get there first. He finds Wilson. Wilson sends it deep, but that's going to be icing if it gets over the line, which it does not. Bobcats pick it up. Caleb Halbert doing a nice job. Keeping it from going too far. Finds Savage on the backside. Then off the stick of Wilson. It's going to go back around behind the Bowling Green net as the Trojans change players. That one goes all the way through. No icing. Colt Phillips chasing it. Rhett Winger as well. Winger throwing a nice hit on Colt Phillips. Puck tied up in the corner. Bobcats come out with a shot and saved by Russell. Good save, but another shot coming in here from the point. That one was knocked down by the Bobcats, and now Connor Stearns taking it up the far side after a couple of blocked shots by the Findlay defense. Big hit, and that's going to be a penalty on the Bobcats for the hit on the far side against Stearns. Stearns a little shaken up on that one. That's going to be 2 minutes on Hayden Joseph. Trojans will take the first power play of the game. Power play unit for the Trojans is Somerville, Wilson, Savage, Regal, and Shramko. 3:47 remaining in the first period. 2 minutes on the Trojan power play. Trojans struggled a bit with the power play this season. Don't have the exact numbers, but certainly an opportunity here. They want to take advantage of Wilson behind the net, out to the point for Regal, but opportunity here for Rhett Winger coming up the near side. Defended by Savage. He shoots, it goes wide. Shoots again, another save by Russell, and Nate Regal cleans up the rebounds to Savage. Savage into the offensive zone, has to dump it to the corner. Wisniewski trying to exit it. Nate Regal keeps it in for the Trojans. Regal, backhand shot save made by Contras. Now Savage from the point shoots. Kicked back out to the corner. Shramko's fighting for it. Wilson coming in to help. Looks like Shramko gets a hold of it. Wilson under a lot of pressure. Ends up losing the puck there to Winger. Bobcats gain possession and out of the zone, picked up in the neutral zone by Savage. Kicks it back to Regal. Regal back into Findlay territory. Regal's pass for Swisher goes beyond him, and now Savage again off the boards, looking for Swisher again. This one off Swisher's stick, picked up by the Bobcats. Sent deep. Now it's Caleb Halbert. Under pressure, whiffs there, and the Bobcats pick it up. Short-handed with an opportunity, goes to the slot, nobody there for the Bobcats. That was a dangerous play. And the Trojans, with only 30 seconds left on the power play, struggling to keep possession. Halbert to the corner. Craig Joseph sending around the board. Simon Tanner cannot catch up to it. That was a hard one. All the way back into Findlay territory. 13 seconds left on the power play. Just under 2 minutes to go in the period. Simon Tanner, cross eyes for Phillips. Phillips to the corner. That's going to do it for the Trojan power play. A couple of shots generated, but not a lot of possession. Turner Merrill slowing that one down, keeping it in the offensive zone for the Trojans. Draven Wilson comes over the corner to help out. It's kicked out, though, into Bobcat territory. That one up high and off the ceiling, I think. Nope, just went over the glass. But regardless, we'll face off in the Bobcat zone. Minute 19 to go in the first period. Trojans are up 1. Put to the corner, out to the point. That's Ryan Moss, now kept in by Regal. Regal makes a nice move, goes high slot, shoots, save made by Contras. Nice shot, nice save. And that's going to be icing. We'll go back. Regal had about as good of a look as you could ask for. Made a good shot and good save by Contras. We'll face off in the Bobcat zone with a minute 10 left in the first period. Colin Somerville lined up for the Trojans and Colby Joseph for the Bobcats. Puck contested backhand. Simon Tanner puts a shot on net, kicked out by Contras. Now puck to the neutral zone, and that's Nolan Winger on the puck. He's fast. Nate Regal sends it, but picked up by Colby Joseph. He's going to look, shoot, in and out of the glove of Russell, but Finley defense comes through there and able to clear it out. Bobcats send it off the back wall. Russell has to get back in the crease quickly. 36 seconds remaining in the period. Puck out to center ice. Chased down by the Bobcats and turned around. In the defensive end, it's Regal for Savage. 18 seconds remaining. Savage, oh, he had Somerville right where he wanted him, and the pass just a bit wide. That would have been a breakaway for Somerville had that pass connected. We'll face off in the Trojan zone with right about 15 seconds to go in the first period. A good back and forth first period here at Slater. Colin Somerville in on the draw. Rhett Winger on the other side for the Bobcats. AJ Savage sends it around the boards. 8 seconds remaining. Into the neutral zone. They are going to call icing there. 2.3 seconds remaining in the period. We'll get one last face-off in front of the Finley net. It's going to be Somerville lined up for the Trojans. Hayden Joseph on the other side for the Bobcats. We've run about half a second off the clock. Now we're down to 1.7 seconds remaining in the period. Swapping out Draven Wilson on the faceoff. And that's going to do it for the first period. In that period, we've got a count of 10 saves for Finley's Seth Russell, 6 for Cade Contras. And the Trojans will go into the locker room with a 1-0 lead after a high-spirited first period. Crowds loud, teams playing hard on both ends, close calls both ways. And the Trojans able to net one. So we're going to take a break here. I need to catch my breath, probably. Good game. Probably 10-12 minutes and we'll be back and we'll see what happens here for the second period. Right now your score after one, Finley Trojans 1, Bowling Green Bobcats 0. We'll be back. All right, we're going to go ahead and come back now. Got about 2 minutes on the clock before they drop the puck on period number 2. We had a exciting first period, a lot of back and forth, only one penalty, only one goal. Trojans able to score very early in the game. AJ Savage scoring kind of a funny little goal, bouncy goal, went off the stick of the goalie, Cade Contras, and bounced in. Both teams scoreless since then. I think if I had to summarize the game so far, I would say that Bowling Green is looking a little bit more skilled on the puck than the Trojans right now, but the Trojans, to me, appear to be stronger in the physical game. The Bobcats have probably had more zone time, but not an extremely imbalanced amount. Trojans have had plenty of offensive opportunities as well. Only one power play so far. That was for the Trojans. They were not able to generate a lot of shots on that one. A couple of shots, I think, on that power play. Not a whole lot of zone time. See what happens in the second. Not comfortable with a 1-0 lead here. The Trojans can't be. I keep thinking back to last year's regional semifinal, or quarterfinal. The Trojans taking on the Bobcats in the first round, and Trojans had the lead with under a minute to go, and ended up losing the game in overtime. So this Bowling Green team can score in a hurry. Of course, the Trojan defense very stout this year. There's the horn. Looks like we're going to start off up front the same way we started first period. Somerville, Wilson, and Schramko on the forward line, and we got Savage and looks like Colt Phillips on the blue line for the Trojans. There was Schramko sending the puck into Bowling Green territory early. Picked up on the boards by Schramko, but pulled away by the Bobcats and sent all the way down. That one's likely going to be icing. We'll face off in front of the Bowling Green net. Somerville again on the draw for the Trojans. Same five as before. That one off the back wall. Wilson chases it. Looks like Drake Joseph and Jordan Wilson are going to be fighting over it right in front of the friendly student section. Somerville comes out with it and sends it to the back wall, but a foul there. Penalty coming against the Bobcats. Somerville was knocked down pretty good. And that's going to go against Braden Loomis of the Bobcats. He's got a lot to say about that. Braden Loomis, extra rivalry for him. His mom, English teacher at Findlay High School. Big senior, probably an all-conference defenseman. Very upset with that penalty. Trojans will go on the power play as Loomis goes to the box. Power play unit for the Trojans at the moment: Sam Swisher, Simon Tanner, Connor Stearns up front. Nate Regal and AJ Savage in the back. Stearns to the corner for Tanner. Gets sent around to the far corner. Wisniewski sends it deep for the Bobcats. Savage to the near side for Regal. Regal takes a look and goes off the boards. Around for Tanner. Tanner pins it, waits for help. Swisher into help, gets it back to the point for Savage. Savage turns it around just past Regal. Regal has to turn around to get it to the corner off the stick of Tanner. Swisher now back to Tanner. Red line. Oh, one-timer attempt there for Stearns, but couldn't get it solidly. Tanner. Oh, Simon Tanner with the backhand. Wrapped around Simon Tanner. Well, not even really a wraparound. He was just posted up at the far post. Simon Tanner from Regal makes it 2-0 on the power play goal. So we thought the first one was Tanner. It was Savage. That one was Simon Tanner off the assist from Regal. Simon Tanner with the goal on the power play makes it 2-0 in favor of the Trojans off the Braden Loomis penalty. And now both teams back to full strength. Will face off again. Colin Somerville on the puck. Brett Winger had a bead on the Finley net. Now bouncing around in the slot. That shot, blocker save made by Russell. Some confusion in front of the Finley net. Little chaos being created. Penalty coming against the Trojans. Looks like cross-check going to be the call. Wasn't called initially. Looks like the Bowling Green bench swayed the referee a little bit there. Initially not a call. That one's going to go against Caleb Hobart. We'll see a Bobcat power play for the first time in this game. 13 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the second period. Trojans are up 2-0. And Somerville, Regal, Savage, and it looks like Turner Merrill on the penalty kill for the Trojans. Brett Winger wraps up with Nate Regal and the referee there as Winger went down, kind of tangled up with the referee. No call either way. Bobcats on the puck in their own ends. Tanner Amos set up on the blue line for the Bobcats. Brett Winger brings it forward and dumps it around. Nate Regal catches up to it. A lot of pressure coming in from the Bobcats. And the net comes off there. We'll face off in the Finley zone. Bobcats with about 1:24 to go on the power play. Simon Tanner on the face-off for the Trojans. Puck out to the middle. Good clear out there by Colt Phillips. Excuse me, Nate Regal. Able to clear it out for the Trojans. Went down to one knee and sent it all the way. Simon Tanner fighting for the puck in the corner here, right in front of the Finley student section, killing some time. But here comes, that's, I'm not able to take a look yet. Trojans still trying to clear it out. Red Winger having to circle it around. Big hit here on the side. Savage. Now off the glass. Winger picks it up, sends it around the back of the net. Savage sends it along the way. That was Cooper Feehan bringing it into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Noah Shramko turns it around and sends it deep. 35 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bobcats. Rick Joseph now. Up the near side, sends it around the boards. Savage gets there, tied up a couple of Bobcats. A steal by Turner Merrill. Bobcats get it right back. Good break up there by Colin Somerville to send it into the neutral zone, and now stopped it with his foot again. 5 seconds left on the power play. Colt Phillips sends it deep. And that's going to do it for the Bobcat penalty. Killed off well by the Trojans. I want to say maybe one shot on goal during that power play. Sam Swisher trying to send it on net. Got his stick lifted. Puck goes all the way back, and icing called. Couldn't hear the whistle over the crowd. But we'll face off in front of the Bowling Green net here with about 11 minutes to go in the second period. Trojans up 2. It's going to be Sam Swisher in on the face-off for the Trojans. Rhett Winger for the Cats. That goes back to the corner and it's picked up high off the glass. Tries to get there. He does. Under a lot of pressure. Goes to the middle looking for a Swisher. Just a little bit off angle. And now the Bobcats trying to clear it out of the zone. Coming in is Draven Wilson. Takes a look at it and scores! Draven Wilson! Juggling the puck and putting it right in over the glove of Cade Hodges. Draven Wilson doing some fancy man stuff. Makes it 3-0 Trojans with 10.5 to go in the second period. Draven Wilson assists to Connor Stearns and Nate Riegel. And Bobcats are going to be switching goalies here. Matt Brinkman, the other senior goalie, is going to come on for the Trojans. Excuse me, the Bobcats. Cade Contras pulled after allowing 3 goals in the first period and a third. And Matt Brinkman will come on. Both solid goalies. But Trojans able to put a few past Contras and really rattle the Bobcats. Bobcats using their one allotted timeout now as the Trojans go up 3-0. So beautiful goal from Draven Wilson from very, very tight in. Sam Swisher in on the face-off now for the Trojans. And you want to see the Trojans not let off the gas here. Again, this is a Bowling Green team that can score very quickly. Bobcats out of the zone. AJ Savage sends it back to the near side. You know, you have to wonder if the Bobcats' recent schedule played a part in kind of getting caught by surprise a little bit early in this game. Trojans are the probably toughest team they've played in a little while. Rhett Winger lines up, shoots, saved by Russell. Puck in the corner out to the slot, poked out by Moss. Now to center ice, it's Simon Tanner. Tanner caught up by a few. And scores! Simon Tanner! Simon Tanner takes on 3 defenders and puts one past Matt Brinkman. And the Trojans have gone up 4-0 with just under 10 minutes to go in the second period. Simon Tanner unassisted, his second of the game. My goodness. It's tough to come in as a goalie in this situation, and the first shot he sees is Simon Tanner breaking through 3 defenders to get a shot off. Gets in close and just puts one right past Brinkman. Nate Riegel now behind the Finley net out to Schramko. Schramko's going to bring it into the neutral zone. Center ice getting knocked around a little bit by Dempsey Fox. Now out to the point. Nate Riegel shoots. Save made by Brinkman. But rebound by Schramko. Puck is still loose. Schramko shoots. Brinkman makes the cover. Face off in the Bobcat zone. I'm kind of speechless at this point. I mean, the game is far from over, but I would not have put money on Trojans for Bobcats nothing at 9:17 in the second. This is, I don't think the Trojans have scored more than 4 in a game this season. I could be wrong, but I think 4 is their max, as we see Brinkman cover that one. So a statement early here for the Trojans. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. Nathan Marshall in for the Trojans on the faceoff. Bobcats send it out of the zones, picked up a center ice by Marshall and sent off the wall. Merrill chases it, the Bobcats clear it out. That's going to go all the way down, and that'll be icing. We'll face off in front of the Bobcat net. If you're just joining us, that scoreboard is correct. Findlay 4, Bowling Green 0 with 9 minutes to go in the second. This is the kind of lead that if you're an anxious fan, you hope the Trojans keep the foot on the pedal. Sam Swisher on the draw for the Trojans. Puck getting down Findlay's side. Sam Swisher gets there, but pulled off the wall by the Bobcats, and that's going to be a trip call against the Trojans. Probably Colt Phillips, I want to say. A hooking, they're going to say. Yeah, Colt Phillips called there for tripping. And the Bobcats will take their second power play of the game. 8.5 to go in the second period. Going to face off in the Trojan end. Penalty kill unit is going to be Somerville, Regal, Merrill, and can't see the fourth one. Drake Joseph takes a shot. Wow, nice couple of saves there by Russell. Wow, that was crazy flurry in front of the net. Russell had to play some soccer there, makes a couple of saves, and now the Trojans able to clear it out of the zone. That fourth member of the penalty kill team, Ryan Moss, couldn't read his number, and I wanted to start following the puck. Rhett Winger bringing it through into the offensive zone now for the Bobcats. Going to be whistled, likely offsides. That was as close to a goal as Bowling Green's gotten today, and Russell really had to work for that one, but nothing doing. Seems like it came off his foot about 3 times on that little flurry. Minute and a half to go on the power play. Simon Tanner on the draw. Whistled dead immediately. Tanner again. Puck free at the blue line. Swiped at by Tanner, then sent deep by the Bobcats. Fish on the boards, out to the points. Then back to Winger. Out to Joseph at the near point. Held up by Tanner. Bobcats on the puck on the near side. Back to the point for Drake Joseph. He shoots through traffic, deflected up high off the glass. That one chopped down by Winger. Goes wide. About 50 seconds left on the power play. That one bounced in front of Russell, but swept out by the Trojans. That shot saved by Russell, now sent to the boards. And we have a cross-check call coming. That's going to go against the Trojans, AJ Savage. So Trojans will go down 2 men for 39 seconds. Savage called for the cross-check with 7:16 remaining in the period. Trojans 5-on-3 for 39 seconds. So the 3-man penalty kill unit is Halbert, Somerville, save there, and Nate Regal. That shot, oh, what a save there by Russell. Puck kicked out to the point. Drake Joseph on it now. Looks and turns, middle of the circle. That's Winger into the slot. Kicked out by Russell, and now Halbert tips it up and out of the zone. Colin Somerville with a chance here. And Joseph trips and goes down. Dangerous situation here developing, though. Winger up the far side, only 2 Trojans back. Oh, Turner Merrill with the steal, and then sent out and off the boards, and that's going to do it. Breakaway opportunity here for Colt Phillips. He back in, Colt Phillips shorthanded with the goal. On the breakaway, shorthanded goal by Colt Phillips makes it 5-0 in the Trojans. And I just lost my voice. With 6:27 to go in the second, coming right off of a 5-on-3. As soon as the Trojans get back to 4 men, Colt Phillips with the breakaway goal. Assist to Turner Merrill after the steal. And the Trojans up 5-0 right around midway through the second period. My goodness. Colin Somerville on the draw now for the Trojans. Somerville on the draw, blown dead as soon as the puck was dropped. 4 goals so far in the second period for the Trojans. Trojans still on the penalty kill after the shorthanded goal. It's Merrill, Somerville, Regal, and Moss on the ice. 1 minute remaining on the penalty. Opportunity here by Nolan Winger. Shot goes high. Nolan Winger, a freshman, very skilled player as well. Back and forth. That's a shot by Wisniewski. Save made by Russell. Puck back out to the point. It's Wisniewski back to Winger again. This one to the middle for the Bobcats. Sent out and around. Moore at the point. Shoots through. Save made by Russell. Under 30 seconds to go on the penalty now. And Turner Merrill sending it deep for the Trojans. 19 seconds remaining on the power play. And the puck iced there by the Bobcats. 12 seconds remain on the Bobcat power play. About 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. That was great control by Colt Phillips on that last goal. Had the breakaway, and Brington was tracking the puck well, and Phillips deked a couple of times and stayed confident, stayed with the puck all the way into the net. Brett Winger now coming up the near side for the Bobcats off the faceoff. Bobcats still on the power play for about 3 more seconds. 3-2-1, that's going to do it. Trojans back to full strength. So not only the Trojans able to kill 5-on-3, but able to manage a shorthanded goal. Big hit there by Noah Shramko on the near side, and the whistle. Going to be a slash here. Noah Shramko whistled for the slash on Winger. Finley student section having some words for Winger for alleged embellishment. So just after the penalty ends, Trojans will go back on the kill for 2 minutes. This time, penalty kill unit is Somerville, Savage, Regal, and Merrill. Look in the corner. Bobcats out to the point. High slide. That shot is saved by Russell. Got some extracurricular after the whistle. That would be Winger and Savage. Those two have history. You can never say Rhett Winger is not brave. So we'll see both number 21s, Savage and Winger, go to the box for their respective teams. Coincidental penalties. No change in the number of skaters on the ice. Bobcats will still be on the power play for 1:45. Killing it for the Trojans is going to be Somerville, Regal, Merrill, and looks like Phillips. Quick to the far side. Bobcats out to the blue line. Looking to the circle. Shot and missed. Phillips sends it up and out of play.
Penalty number 21 on the Trojans. AJ Savage, 2 minutes in roughing.
So roughing assessed to both Savage and Winger. .131 left on the Bobcat power play. Craig Joseph lines up a shot. It's kicked aside by Moss and sent out of the zone by Somerville. That's going to go all the way. Pressure coming in from Merrill. Now he backs off, and the Bobcats will start deep in their own ends. Sent to the corner. Colt Phillips gets there. Takes a bounce off the wall, and Phillips sends it very nicely off the glass and all the way back down. Just under a minute left now on the Bobcat power play. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Tanner Amos coming in, and that's going to be offsides as JT Webb stuck in the in the Trojan zone, and he's unhappy about something. I wasn't watching what was going on that side, but he clearly in the offensive zone as Amos brought the puck over the blue line. He's saying something to the referee, maybe that he was held there or something. That'd be my guess, but I did not see it. 49 seconds left on the Bobcat power play. The face-off just outside the Finley zone. Face-off's going to be Somerville. Phillips, Merrill, and Regal out as well. Good defense there by Regal. Puck in front of the Bobcat bench, sent into the neutral zone. Wisniewski from deep shoots, saved by Russell, rebound out, picked up by Phillips. Now back out to the point for the Bobcats. Bobcats go back to the top. That shot blocked by Somerville to the wall. 22 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot wide. Sent up high and to the back of the Finley net. Well, that time Somerville accidentally passed it to the near side for Bowling Green. 3 seconds left on the penalty. 2-1. Defended well by Regal. Trojans now back to full strength. Bobcats, though, still in possession in the Finley end. Tanner Amos had a good look, just missed the goal line. Bobcats send it back in. That one scooped up easily by Russell. 2:46 to go in the second period. Finley killing off 3 penalties in this period, 2 of them overlapping. Currently, Savage and Winger in the respective boxes for coincidental roughing. No surprise there. Sam Swisher on the draw for the Trojans in defensive territory. Stearns, Moss, Weasel, and Hobart on the ice. I hadn't seen Draven Wilson in a while, and I was concerned, but he's on the ice now. And boy, is he on the ice as he brings it into offensive territory. Circles it back around, goes across for Swisher. Bounces off him, goes back to Moss. Moss for Swisher. I guess I haven't seen Wilson on the ice because Trojan's been on the penalty kill for so long, and he doesn't usually play on the penalty kill. So a nice, almost 6-minute rest for Draven Wilson. I was a little concerned about not having seen him. Connor Stearns as well, but all's well. Shot and a save by Brinkman. Face off in the Bowling Green zone. Going to be Somerville, Tramco, and Wilson on the other side. Regal and Phillips on the blue line. That one around the back of the Bowling Green net. Tramco on it. Goes to the slot for Wilson. Wilson tries to backhand it. Couldn't get a solid stick on it. Picks it up out of the corner. Bobcats around. Somerville is there. Tries to find Wilson in tight quarters. Wilson pulling it out and goes to the slot. Nobody there for the Trojans. Kept in by Regal. He shoots. It's blocked by Moore. Now the Bobcats able to turn around. That's Nolan Winger up the near side. He loses it. Big hit in front of the Finley bench, and Bobcats sending it to the corner. Russell thought about playing it, then thought better of it. Regal sends it over to Wilson. Wilson tips it out of the zone. Minute and a half to go in the period. Got Rhett Winger cherry picking up on the top, and he might get an opportunity here. Kicked out of the slot by Sam Swisher, then he pulls it in, and it looks like Rhett Winger stopped it. I don't think anyone realized it for a second. Puck loose, Winger's got it, trying to come through. Swept out by Savage. Now to the near corner. Out to the point. Joseph. His shot picked up by Savage. Now Savage into the neutral zone with a minute to go in the second period. Puck stolen by Winger. Winger up the near side, sends it to the corner. Greg Joseph with the one-timer goes wide. Bobcat possession. Puck on the wall. Trojans fighting for it. Sam Swisher gets a stick on it. Then Savage. And it's more. That's going to be another penalty called against the Trojans with 24 seconds left in the period. And just kind of a physical board battle there. I didn't see a penalty, but I wasn't very close to the action. Connor Stearns, it looks like, will go to the box for the Trojans. So Trojans have killed off 3 penalties in the second. Why not 4? Let's see what happens on penalty number 4. 24 seconds to go. Total kill unit is Somerville, Regal, Merrill, and Phillips. Out to the point. Bobcats look. Near side. Joseph. Then Loomis. Loomis shoots. Off the boards. Puck's in the slot. Turner Merrill turns around, sends it out of the zone with about 5 seconds remaining in the period. That's likely going to do it. And it does. The Trojans put 4 on the board in the second period to add to that 1-0 lead. It's 5-0 after 2 periods in favor of the Finley Trojans. So 13 saves by Russell in the second period for a game total of 23 so far. And I'm guessing Contras, no saves in the second. Brinkman came in. Goal scored on the first shot he saw, but then managed 7 saves in that period. So Cade Contras pulled after allowing 3 goals. And Brinkman's come in, and Trojans have scored 2 since. So I was not expecting this, and the game is still far from over, but I will say that asking a team to put 5 goals in on the Finley defense with Seth Russell in 1 period is a big task. So we'll see what happens. But things got to be pretty positive in the Finley locker room right now after a 4-goal period. We'll see what happens. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back after the Zamboni in about 12 minutes, and we'll watch the 3rd period of action here from Slater. With your score after 2, Trojans 5, Bobcats nothing. All right, welcome back, folks. I've barely got a voice left, so bear with me. Minute and a half, and we'll be seeing the puck drop on the third period here at Slater Family Ice Arena in Bowling Green, Ohio, on the campus of Bowling Green State University. And right now, this might as well be the Cube in Findlay. I can't count, but Findlay Trojans, huge crowd here tonight in Bowling Green, and I don't think I'm exaggerating to say that I think the Trojans, if you'll take a look, have more folks in attendance than the Bobcats do on the far side there, a little bit more spread out. And the crowd that came is entertained. Trojans are up 5-0 after 2 periods. That's the most goals Findlay has scored in a game all season, believe it or not. Have not scored 5 in a single game. Scored a few games with 4 goals, no games with 5, unless I'm just really missing one. And they've done it in 2 periods. They've done it against their arch rivals. They've done it on the road, and they have done it with a lot of penalties as well. So a lot of hockey left to play. 15 minutes is a lot. I want to see Findlay lock in here and keep the momentum. And if they are able, they're going to have to do it down a man on the penalty kill for 1:37 to start the third period. Looks like the starting lineup for the Trojans on the third period on the penalty kill is Savage, Merrill, Somerville, and Regal. Still got Connor Stearns in the penalty box. Somerville will take the opening face-off in the third period. Rhett Winger lined up on the other side for the Bobcats, and we're off. Third period underway. Nate Regal in Findlay territory. Backs it down and sends it deep. Brinkman stops it, hands it off to Drake Joseph. 1:20 remaining on the penalty. Winger gets it slapped away by Somerville. And the Bobcats will start again in their own end. Sending it hard off the boards. Nate Regal is there, finds Savage behind the net, and tries to send it out. Picked up the blue line by Joseph. Goes to the point. Loomis shoots through traffic. Oh, and that one was close. It bounced over the head of Russell, but just wide. And puck gets past Loomis at the blue line. Puck back into the neutral zone. 48 seconds remaining on the Bobcat power play. Nate Regal picking it up, swinging it behind the Findlay net. Out to the point, gets past Loomis, and that's going to go deep. Puck played by Brinkman to the corner. Simon Tanner is going to get there first. He pins it. 33 seconds remaining on the penalty. Pulled out by Winger, and he brings it through the middle. Defended by Phillips. Shoots across the goal line, out to the wall. Near side in front of the Findlay student section now. Up high. Winger with the one-timer attempt. Puck out of the zone. Trojans in their own zone. Would have been offside for the Bobcats, so Hobart sending it off the wall, picked up by Joseph. He sends it high, knocked down by Hobart. Hobart being chased. He's going to send it around the boards, being chased by Hayden Fox. Over to Wilson. Nice pass from Draven Wilson up to Stearns. Stearns to Swisher. Swisher takes a hit. Bobcats send it back the other way, and that's going to be icing. So Trojans back to full strength. Just under 13 minutes to go in the game. So really, by all metrics, Bobcats the favorite coming into this game. Toby Joseph lined up with Colin Somerville at the face-off. Bobcats send it around. Regal gets a stick on it, then pushed down by Joseph. You don't see Regal knocked down very often. Nolan Winger with a chance here. He gets it stolen by Somerville. Somerville sends it up the wall. Looks like Regal got a stick on it. Gets it out to Wilson. Wilson up the near side. He's got 3 defenders. Loses the puck. It's knocked aside by, I want to say, Loomis. Bobcats sending it back behind the Finley net. It's going to be picked up by Savage. Up the boards. Touched by Moore. Weasel in on the puck for the Trojans. And Savage comes out with it. Savage under a lot of pressure. Puck lifted up high and into the glove of Brinkman. Ref didn't see that Brinkman had the glove, had the puck in the glove, and so he had to get his attention and show it to him. The face-off in the Bobcat end with 12 minutes to go. Sam Swisher on the draw. Back out to Phillips at the point. Phillips up the wall for Stearns. Past him, now to Tanner. Tanner under pressure. Wisniewski with the steal for the Bobcats. Steal by Stearns. Stearns, near side, dumps it in. Puck pinned on the near corner. Bunch of Bobcats, bunch of Trojans come out. Sam Swisher pulls it off the wall, shoots. Save made by Brinkman, and then Swisher getting pushed into the goalie and then pushed off the goalie. .5 minutes to go in the third period. Colin Somerville will be in on the draw for the Trojans. Regal toward the net, to the corner, picked up by Amos. Amos, his pass broken up by Caleb Halbert. That was a really nice pass, but read well by Halbert. Cross-ice pass broken up by Halbert again. Goes to Regal in a dangerous position. Tanner Amos all over the puck. Regal manages to pull it away from him, but just barely. Sends it up the wall. Picked up by the Bobcats in their own end. Now Somerville heads over there. Gets it pulled away by, who is this? Can't see my BG roster quick enough as the puck keeps moving. That was Hayden Joseph that I was trying to find earlier. Puck tied up in the corner behind the Finley goal on the near side. Brett Winger comes out with it. Now Winger from the point, Halbert. And now Turner Merrill coming up the near side. Merrill shoots from deep. That was caught by Brinkman. Oops, sorry, gives it up. Bobcats in the neutral zone. Puck in front of the Finley student section, goes to the far side. AJ Savage on the puck, comes across to Stearns at center ice, taps it over to Tanner. Tanner to the corner, takes a hit from Joseph. Bobcats in possession. Connor Stearns pressuring out into the neutral zone. It's Savage. He sends it right back to the corner. Trojans have to tag. Sorry for the camera work here. I'm trying to zoom in to get a little bit better picture. Makes it much more sensitive. Steal there by the Trojans. Send the puck back to the neutral zone. Bobcats still in possession. Puck sent deep by Dempsey Fox of the Bobcats. Now Savage having to turn around, goes cross ice for Draven Wilson. Wilson has got 3 Bobcats collapsing on him. Gets it to the corner. Nate Regal tapping the stick at Matt Brinkman to try to rattle him a bit. Ryan Moskitz there, turns it around. Nice play by the sophomore. Bobcats sending the puck out of the zone. Gets past Caden Weasel. We now have a too many men on the ice whistle. one's going to go against the Trojans. So Bobcats on the power play again. That's their 5th of the game. Trojans 5 for 5 on the penalty kill so far. We'll see how this one goes. Weasel going to the box for the too many men on the ice penalty. 9 minutes to go in the game. Bobcats on the power play for 2 minutes. Nathan Marshall on the puck for the Trojans, bringing it into the neutral zone. It's Marshall, Merrill, Regal, and Savage on the ice for the Trojans. There's Regal. Sends the puck up the boards, and now it looks like Nathan Marshall able to send it deep for the Trojans. Offsides, the call looks like Merrill was a little bit deep in the Bowling Green zone as Marshall crossed the line. We'll face off, looks like center ice. Nope, going to the dot just outside the Bowling Green zone. It's going to be Somerville on the face-off. Regal, Tanner, and Savage out as well. Somerville wins that one, finds Savage. Savage sends it deep, knocked down by Drake Joseph. And Joseph starts to bring it the other way, sends it hard around the boards. Regal gets there. Regal beating Tanner Amos to that puck. And now tapped by Simon Tanner. He's having a game. That steal by Regal. I'm going to have to zoom back in a little, or out a little bit. Sorry for that. I just can't keep up with it when it's that zoomed in. Just under a minute to go on the Bobcat power play. Bobcats bring it into the neutral zone. Send it back behind the net. Russell hands it off to Regal. Now at the point to Loomis. Loomis puts it on net, but saved by Russell. Picked up the rebound is Winger. Winger back out to the point for Loomis, then back to Winger. Winger to the red line, sends it in front. Knocked down. Oh, great play there by Nate Regal. That puck was right in a beautiful place to score a goal, and Nate Regal just slapped it out of there. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left on the Bobcat power play. We have another whistle. Looks like a hold. And this is going to go against Drake Joseph of the Bobcats. So nullifies the Bobcat power play. We'll play 4-on-4 for 19 seconds, and then Trojans will get their first power play in a little while. Seven minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. Sam Swisher on the draw. Draven Wilson, AJ Savage, Nate Regal on the ice as well. Opportunity here for the Bobcats. They bring it into the neutral zone. 5 seconds left on the too many men penalty for the Trojans. Now Trojans back to full strength and will be on the power play for about a minute and a half. Puck to Caden Weasel on the near side. A little hard off his stick, and it's turned the other way. Cooper Feehan trying to bring it in, but Draven Wilson taps it away. Sam Swisher on the puck. Tries to feed Weasel. Puck back into Finley territory. Picked up by Savage. Now Wilson being chased by Feehan. Rhett Winger gets a stick on it, but Draven Wilson brings it in. He's got about 3 defenders between him and the goal. Sends it off the board. Chases it himself. Finally, puck stolen by the Bobcats. They send it all the way down. Russell's going to hand that one off to Savage. 1 minute left on the Trojan power play. Good pass from Savage up to Stearns, but it was sniffed out by Casey Moore. Now an opportunity here for Rhett Winger. Knocked aside by Russell, and Savage finds Turner Merrill on the near side. Merrill into offensive territory. Takes a hit. Got a lot of players diving for the puck. Finally, the puck comes out. Matt Brinkman's going to play at the goalie for the Bobcats. AJ Savage up high. Takes a hit, loses the puck. Rhett Winger coming up the near side. Well defended by Regal. And that's exactly what you want to see when you've got Regal on Winger. 15 seconds left on the Trojan power play. The bigger picture here, though, not a great power play for the Trojans. Too much fighting for the puck in their own zone. 6 seconds left. Caleb Hobart brings it through over to Nathan Marshall. Marshall
The Bobcats have back at full strength.
finds Weasel. Weasel taps it into the offensive zone, but Bobcats pick it right back up. Jake Joseph gets there after coming out of the penalty box. Colt Phillips sends it around. Out to the point, Caleb Hobart sends it toward the net. Cleared out by Brinkman. Into the neutral zone, Phillips taps it back. That shot by Joseph, wide. Run up by Nolan Winger into the slot. Colt Phillips kicks it out. It's out of the zone. That one's going to go all the way across, and there's a whistle coming. That's going to go against the Trojans, I think. High sticking, the call. Didn't see where it occurred. So the Trojans go to the box again. This time it's Colt Phillips with 4.5 to go in the game. Penalty kill unit for the Trojans is Savage, Regal, Merrill, and Somerville. Back to the far wall. Bobcats, Drake Joseph sends it around. Feedback on the PA mic here. It's kind of loud. At the point, Loomis sends it up top for Joseph. Joseph shoots right into the glove of Russell. 4:18 remaining in the game. Colin Somerville on the draw. Puck to the corner. Bobcats with a chance here. Up top for Loomis. Loomis shoots. Saved in and out of the glove of Russell, but then cleared out by Savage. About a minute and a half left on the Bobcat power play. Under 4 to go now in the game. Oh, an opportunity here for Nathan Marshall. Makes a move. Oh, and he's knocked aside by Feehan. Good shorthanded move there by Marshall. Marshall still staying with it and forcing the Bobcats to eat some seconds on this power play. Down to about a minute to go there. Good shift for Marshall. As we see him block a shot there as well. Great shift for Marshall on the penalty kill. See him charge in. He takes a hit. Opportunity here, though, for the Bobcats. Shot is blocked by Savage and then sent out of the zone by Tanner. A lot of block shots for the Trojans today. That's what they do when they're playing well. Nate Regal sending that one deep. 35 seconds remain on the Bobcat power play. About 3 minutes to go in the game. We have Nolan Winger now. Stolen by Regal. Puck still loose. Opportunity here. Kicked. A nice save by Russell. Puck up top. It's Casey Moore going across. The one-timer. Save by Russell. Sorry, didn't catch that one. 19 seconds remaining on the Bobcat power play and just under 3 minutes to go in the game. Brett Winger being told to go away by the referee. Going to face off in the Trojan zone. It's going to be Colin Somerville with 19 seconds left on the Bobcat penalty. And just under 3 minutes to go in the game. Not sure what's going on here. Trojans doing some shuffling around. I guess Savage and Regal ref didn't want to switch out. Now Turner Merrill going to have to come in for the face-off. It's going to be Merrill, Savage, Somerville, and Moss on the ice for the Trojans. Puck Wisniewski over to Amos. Amos to the middle, and then knocked out by Savage. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Feehan with an opportunity here at center ice for the Bobcats. He dumps it in. 2 seconds remaining on the penalty. Trojans back to full strength. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Wow, that came in quick. Kashtasbuski from the point bounces in a shot that was tipped right up into the chest of Seth Russell. I think he didn't realize he had it for a second, but he did, and he hung on to it. Makes the save. 2:25 to go in the game. Face off in the Trojan end. 5-0 your score. Wisniewski again up top for the Bobcats. Sends it toward the net. Another save by Russell. Puck tied up in the corner. A bunch of people trying to pull it out, and it looks like comes out, and Haubert's going to get a stick on it. He's going to push it through the neutral zone himself. Oh, and they're going to call offside there. Simon Tanner was dragging the foot trying to stay behind the blue line, and I guess he did not. Face off just outside the Bobcat zone with right at 2 minutes to go. Nathan Marshall on the draw for the Trojans. Cole Phillips sending the puck to the corner. Jaron Clark on the ice now as well for the Trojans. Phillips behind the back into Bobcat territory. Clark pressuring the puck. Picked up in the slot by Regal. He sends it off the boards. Goes out to Wisniewski at the point. Then Nolan Winger. Nathan Marshall on the puck for the Trojans into the neutral zone. Shovels it in to the corner. Minute and a half remaining in the game. Jaron Clark puts a hit on Wisniewski. Colby Joseph loses the puck. Savage picks it up. Savage's exit attempt gets blocked, but Wilson able to send it along. Noah Stramko chasing the puck on the near side. He gets there under some pressure, has to circle it all the way around. Bobcats was stolen there by Savage. 1 minute remaining in the game. A steal, or almost a steal by Wilson in the defensive zone. He lost his balance after he obtained the puck and then promptly lost it, but a steal there for Noah Stramko. Wisniewski shooting from the neutral zone. 45 seconds remaining. Regal goes cross to Savage. Savage back to Regal. Regal sends it high and deep. Center ice. Wilson on the puck. Trying to break free. Does send it deep into Bobcat territory. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Off the boards now, Regal makes a nice move. Stays with it. Gets it back to Savage. Savage up ice for Regal. 15 seconds to go. Finds Wilson. Wilson makes a move. Sends it around the boards. To the near side. 8 seconds to go. Bobcats will concede, and wow, what a win, what a statement for the Findlay Trojans, avenging a 2-1 loss at the Cube earlier this year. Come into Bowling Green and defeat the Bobcats, their arch rivals, 5-0. Add another shutout to Seth Russell's total. 8, I believe, the total now. 35 saves of a shutout tonight against the Bobcats, and a season-high 5 goals for the Trojans. 1 to Savage, 2 to Simon Tanner, and 1 each for Colt Phillips and Draven Wilson. You can call this an offensive explosion for the Trojans. And another shutout for Seth Russell adds to his single-season Findlay High School record with his 8th shutout, and Trojans stay on top of the NHC Red. Now, after playing the Bobcats and beating them 5-0, they're going to have to turn into the Bobcats' biggest fans. Next Saturday, the Bobcats will take on St. Francis. And if the Bobcats are able to defeat the Knights and the Trojans can take care of St. John's, Trojans will win the NHC Red. A huge accomplishment for this team. Picked 4th in the league in the preseason, sitting in first place with 1 game to play. Great season so far for the Trojans. Great game Another shutout for Russell and an offensive explosion for the Trojans. What a game to come in here to Bowling Green and win by 5. Unexpected and just beautiful to watch. Thanks for watching. This is our last YouTube broadcast of the varsity season. Coming up right now, we've got the junior varsity Trojans taking on the junior varsity Bobcats. We're going to have Tyler White on that call. So thanks for watching. A great game. This one was a lot of fun. Great crowd, great student section, great performance by the Trojans. Your final from Slater, Trojans 5, Bobcats nothing.